so excited to have you here for our Thursday Facebook Live, where you are going to get to hear from an incredible human being who I have had the privilege of helping her grow her practice and shifting some things that I think might be a little bit surprising to you. So give me a minute. I'm going to bring Crystal on. Crystal, let me know once you're on, okay, so I can add you to the broadcast. But Crystal and I met, it was a year ago? Yeah, it was a year ago. And I knew right away from our first discovery call that she needed to make some changes. One of the things I often discover right away in talking with you guys when you're applying for my program and looking at mentorship and really being serious about your business is we look at what you're charging. And more often than not, we identify up front that therapists are literally going out of business with the rates that they're charging. You may not know that. You may not even know how to calculate that. But it became really apparent to me in my conversation with Crystal that if she didn't do something quickly, she was literally going to be out of business. So believe it or not, it's the truth. She is now charging $250 an hour for out calls in Los Angeles. She used to be charging $75. And I think you're going to be really surprised about the shifts that she made in order to get her to that place. So let's see here. Crystal, where are you? I need to add you. To the broadcast. I want to make sure that we can get you on here and interview you. And it's so inspiring, you guys. I do these interviews with graduates of my 8-week Rock Your Massage Practice Academy because I want you all to know that success is possible. I want you to know that you don't have to struggle alone. And those of you that are really serious about changing your business and really getting the results that you want, know that you need to work with somebody that can help you get there. All the successful people in the world have coaches. Several coaches, multiple coaches, okay? Presidents of the country have coaches. Every amazing superstar in sports or in any other field, executive positions, they all have coaches and mentors that help them break through whatever is holding them back so that they can achieve new levels of unprecedented success, okay? So it's really important to be able to get to those next levels, that you work with somebody who can help you make those changes. It's scary. It's scary to do this by yourself. Super scary to do it by yourself. And that's why I created this group. So, okay, let's see. I don't see Crystal, so I have to go hunt her down. I know she's ready, but for some reason, I don't see her. Hold on, guys. And how's it going? Those of you that are watching, how's it going? Say hi in the comments below. Let me know where you're from and all that good stuff and how many years you've been practicing. I see some of my regulars, my peeps checking in. It's really, really great to see you guys on this beautiful, beautiful day. So, okay, give me just a second here. And I am trying to rally Crystal. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Ty. Hi, Andrea. Hi, Brittany. Great to see you guys. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Carrie. Great to see you guys. How's it going? What's good in your world right now? Okay, looks like she is rallying. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to end with you guys. Hey, lady.
Hello, hello.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing awesome. It's great to see you.
Yes, you too. I'm so excited.
Yeah, great to have you here. I really love doing these interviews. You know, it's like, I can talk all day and you guys hear so much from me, but I think it's just makes a world of difference to be able to hear from people like you that were just, you know, a year ago, a little confused and wondering what to do and stuck. And then to look back a year later and to see how far you've come.
Yeah.
So awesome.
It feels like it's been like way more than a year. Like it's like a lifetime ago, it feels like.
I know. I'm like, didn't I meet you like you did the program like 5 years ago? Yeah, it was
Right?
a year ago. It was less than a year ago.
Hmm.
Okay, so just tell me where you were before the program. Okay, like what problems, what was going on for you that caused you to reach out for help? Give us the
Yes.
give us the scoop.
Okay, so I was a mobile massage therapist, and it was basically kind of like a hobby. I had some clients, and it was just I really had no set plan. It was just okay. Hey, you want a massage? Sure. And then there was no structure at all.
Mm.
And one of like my biggest fears with that was I'm a mobile massage therapist. I don't want to go to like a random guy's house and feel awkward or have that uncertainty. So that was kind of where I was at, and I was really I didn't know where to go. I was like, okay, I've been doing this for about a year and a half, and I'm struggling, and I don't know what the next step was. So that's where I was at, and then I found you.
Yay. How did you find me, by the way?
So, it's actually kind of funny. So I found you through one of my friends who is part of this big group. And we went out to lunch one day and we were talking about she's also a massage therapist, and we are talking about our businesses. And she told me, hey, there's this, this free Facebook group you should join. There's a lot of great information. So I was like, cool, great, send me the info. So I joined. And then it was on a Sunday that I saw one of your Facebook Lives.
Mm-hmm.
And I just happened to pop on. I saw, hey, she's live. So I clicked it. I watched for about 3 minutes and I didn't even finish watching it. I was like, okay, I know I have to book a call. So I was like, okay, I'm serious about this. So I told my mom, I said, hey, look, I found this, this great mentor. Like, I have to do this. Like, I don't know what else to do with my business. I was getting to the point where I felt like I'm going to need to go back and work for someone else, or maybe I need to just go find a completely different job. So that week, by that Thursday, I booked the call and enrolled in the program. So it was like a no-brainer.
Your mom was on the call, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was.
That's right. I remember that because you're like, my mom, I guess she was like going to pay for it or invest in your business, or, I was like, great, we want her on the call. We don't want to leave her out of this. So I totally remember having that discovery call with you and your mom. So awesome.
It was great. And it was really great for me as well to have her support and really see kind of what my bigger vision was. Because she's not entrepreneurial, and she was just kind of like, well, what is this? What are you trying to do? So I was like, I need help to grow my business. I need help to have a game plan, to know what to do. I've been struggling for a year and a half, and it's time to make some changes. So, yeah.
And you just didn't know what to do. I remember we talked to you, you're like, I have no plan. I've just been like, do massage, try and get clients, So what was the main motivation for you though, to actually go all in and be successful at this? Like, why not just go get a job?
Honestly, I mean, entrepreneur at heart, love to have that, that control over what my schedule is, who my clients are. And it's just, I've always been like that, always had these big visions of wanting to have this business and grow it in multiple ways, and just not really having a game plan. In massage school, we never really got any business advice or anything. The most we got was like a worksheet that said, fill in your expenses here and good luck. So,
because that's all you need to know to run a business. Just what are your expenses? That's all. Just make more. Just make more than your expenses. You're good.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, well, this isn't really working. So, and I was a mobile massage therapist, and I was charging $50 an hour, and I was driving 15, 20-minute drive. And I thought I was charging a lot. I was afraid that I was charging too much. And
$50 an hour in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
What do you now know was the thinking that was behind that? What was that about?
It was lack mindset, being fearful, having just that fear of money, really, of not addressing the money issues, and feeling like, like addressing why I was scared of that. And I never had really, until I spoke with you on that discovery call, I had never even heard of the concept of being in a lack mindset versus an abundance mindset, or that there's, that it's possible to shift your mindset. And I mean, I think that was the thing that was kind of like the aha moment, like, you know, like I already knew that I needed to work with you. And then like, once we started talking about that, I was like, yeah, I have to, like,
yeah,
there's no way that I can't, you know, it's,
yeah.
so.
Yeah. Cause like how, once you've identified that problem, it's like, how do you fix it? And the problems that people are having, those of you that are watching right now, the problems that you're having right now aren't the problems. They're the symptoms of the problems. And until you get emotionally connected to, I want to say maybe how short the runway is, how much, you know, really the only question is how sick of struggling are you? And how soon do you want to fix it?
Yep.
You know? So, okay. So then you jumped into the program. I invited you to work with me. We got you all set up. And then what was the biggest shift for you during the program? Maybe that wasn't, you know, because I think a lot of people think that I'm just going to dish out a ton of like textbook business advice and stuff like that, you know, which, so, you know, there is some of that. There's just sound marketing principles and things like that that everybody should know. But was there something that I had you do or had you, you know, deal with that really made a shift for you that was a little bit surprising?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, there was so many shifts in the program. I mean, in my personal life, in my business. And for me, I would say the biggest shift that happened is I feel like I really kind of stepped into this leadership role in my business and saying, okay, I am, you know, the owner of my company. This is something, these are skills that I need to learn, and I need to be able to embrace this, you know, this new person that's emerging, and, you know, in order to move forward with all of my goals, and really shifting that mindset from, you know, being afraid and having that fear of, you know, just many different things, to being able to shift that mindset and say, okay, I understand what the fear is, and I've, you know, understand it, and I'm going to keep going forward anyways.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So was it a fear of just like not being good enough? Was it a fear? What exactly was the fear, do you think?
I think it was a fear of not being good enough, but at the same time, not just being afraid to succeed, I think. And really being, I guess, being that leader and saying, look, I'm taking this seriously. Whereas before it was kind of like, oh, I'm doing massage. Oh, I have some clients here and there, but it was never, I never took ownership, I guess, is what is the accurate way. I was afraid of taking ownership of my business.
Why do you think people are afraid of that? Why do you think people say that all the time? I'm afraid of success. I'm afraid. Oh, what if I like, what's scary about it for you? It's like the thing that everybody wants, right? But then they say that I'm afraid of it. Like, why do you think that is?
I think that it's not being in tune with what, you know, what people really want, and maybe being afraid to dream big, or, you know, or feel like, oh, you know, I want X, Y, and Z, but who am I to want that? Like, other people want that. It's for them. It's not for me. Maybe I don't deserve it. And I think that's, I think that's for a lot of people, that they go through that.
Yeah. Because if you really go for it and then you fail, then you've definitely failed.
Yep.
So a lot of people would rather just not go for what they dream of, because then they don't have to ever risk failing at what's the most important thing to them. But then they never get to live the life that they want to live. So what did you have to let go of? What did you have to give up in order to step into leadership in your practice and in your life?
I had to give up, I guess, the fear of my current clients judging me. In the sense that I know I needed to raise my rates. I know that I was moving my business into a different direction, that it wasn't in that direction before. So, you know, when I was in the program, actually, and, you know, I think it was maybe counter to what some people do in the program, I actually stopped working with clients.
I remember that.
And yeah, and I was like, you know what, I'm taking a break. I'm not seeing any clients. I had a couple clients that were still, they had a package, so I still saw them, but I stopped seeing new clients, and really took some time to, you know, dive deeper into what these mindset shifts that I needed to make were, and really figuring out what it was that I wanted for my business. Because I never allowed myself to dream about, well, what is my ideal business? It's always just kind of been like, oh, well, I'm doing massage. Let me keep going. And never really taking the time to think about it.
Yeah, I call that the difference between working in your business and working on your business. It's so many people just go, oh, I have a table, I have a space, or I have a vehicle, I have 3 sets of sheets. Let me go be a massage therapist. but they're not thinking strategically about where is this going? What do I need to do? What are the most effective strategies for getting clients? And for you, pricing. So tell everybody what shifted in your pricing, Miss $50 an hour for outcalls in Los Angeles.
I know. Yes. So yeah. So as I said, I stopped seeing clients because my price point was so low, and I realized that they were not my ideal clients. They were people that were looking for a deal. And
frankly, getting a really good deal.
Yeah, getting a phenomenal deal. Like sometimes I would be driving 5 o'clock during rush hour to go to people, and I think back to that now, and I'm like, oh goodness, like how did I do that? But
bless your heart.
Yeah. So now my single session rate is $250 for a 90-minute session. Mm-hmm. So I removed the 1 hour session completely because I know that the best way to serve my clients is 90 minutes or more. And plus with the travel time, I started charging for my travel time, whereas before I wasn't, and sometimes it was taking up to an hour, going and coming. Mm-hmm. So really stepping into that role of realizing this is what I need to make for my business. This is what my time is worth. This is what I value, and really owning that. And I remember on the discovery call you saying, well, what if I told you that you need to double your rates? And I was like, I had a heart attack almost in that moment. Yeah, exactly.
But then you just went and quintupled your rate.
Pretty much, right? Yeah. So I was like, and that was part of the whole, when I stopped seeing clients for that time, it was really shifting into changing my mindset and instead of viewing my own time as only worth $50 an hour, I had to start to shift and, calculate the numbers and figure out, okay, well, what's really going to serve my clients best? And so now I include self-care as part of their massage session, which happens during the travel time. So as I'm traveling to them, they're doing their self-care. So it helps to hold my clients accountable, which is going to, in the end, serve them best. And then it allows me to be compensated for my time and, have the whole session run as I want it to. So.
And I love that see so many people, I think, and you guys, if you're watching and you feel this way, chime in, because I think it's important to recognize that Crystal, you're not the only one that thinks this way, but it's that, or thought this way, rather, we have to think of the past. But this whole idea of being afraid of your clients, being afraid to raise your rates, being afraid of, so many of us are actually letting our clients run our practice. We're letting our clients determine our rates. We're letting our clients set our schedules, right? So I love that you literally quintupled your rates, $250 an hour. I thought when I posted this, I said quadrupled because I thought you were charging 75, but I forgot you were charging 50 at the beginning. So she literally 5x'd her rates, you guys, and is successfully enrolling clients into a monthly membership program. She's doing packages. She's doing all these different strategies that we talked about, that you have to have if you want to have a successful mobile practice. So what would you say to other mobile massage therapists that are, charging 65, 95, even 125 an hour? Like what is, now knowing what what would you say to them?
First thing I would say is, you need to charge for travel time. Like that is part of the session. So if you're doing a 1 hour massage, then that's, however long you're traveling, and there could be traffic and stuff. So, charge double it, charge for 2 hours. And really, really understand what is going to serve your clients best. If whatever your niche is, whoever you're working with, you need to know what is going to work best for them, what's going to ultimately serve them the best. And then what's going to work with your schedule too, because if you're driving to 5 different clients in one day, you're going here and there and there and there and there, it's like your time can be utilized better. So, figuring out strategies to include more people, getting massages, or, really thinking about what it is that's going to serve your clients best and what you want for yourself, because you're the one, you don't have an office that you go to and you stay at and people come to you. You're the one that's going out, you're driving, you're dealing with the traffic, you're dealing with setting up the massage table, bringing all the supplies, and really valuing that as part of your service. And instead of devaluing it and saying, oh, I shouldn't charge them for this because it has to happen. I need to set up the massage table anyways, or I need to drive there anyways. Yes, but your time's still valuable. It's still worth being compensated for, and really owning that, I think, is the biggest thing.
That's, I think, the biggest pitfall with out-call practices is if you're not charging, if you're not, doing longer sessions and charging twice as much as you would if they were coming to your office, I can already tell you off without even running the numbers, you're going out of business. Mm-hmm. You're literally there's just no way it's not sustainable.
Yeah. And with that, before I started working with you, once I started, I ran my numbers and everything, and I stopped seeing clients, I realized that I was kind of actually saving money. I was losing money when I was seeing my clients.
How you can make more money by stopping seeing clients, because you're not giving it away.
Yeah, so that was really mind-blowing for me, because I'm just like, and plus too, I felt human again. I didn't feel like I was burnt out. I didn't feel like I was driving 20 different places all the time. And it was really mind-blowing for me. I was like, that's a very interesting, discovery. So,
and I think that sometimes it is a lot of what I teach is counterintuitive to people, but it's, I think, obviously one of the biggest traits I look for in whether or not I want to work with somebody is, are they coachable? And for somebody to go, for me to say, hey, when I said that on the call, I was testing you to see, is Crystal going to follow through, or is she going to let fear run the show? Is she going to keep letting her clients control her business and her fears run the show? Or is she going to step into her power and become a leader and just do whatever it takes to solve the problem? Because if the end goal is you want a thriving, profitable massage therapy practice that sustains you, then you're going to have to change some stuff. And it might be uncomfortable, but you have to be willing to walk through the discomfort, And I love that you've done that. You're a stellar example of that yes, you can be scared and you can pull back and you can make changes that maybe don't make sense to you in the moment, but are what's best for everybody in the long run. You're a completely different person.
Yeah.
You're a totally different person. Totally. And I also love that because talking about, so what's the niche that you declared in the program?
So my niche is athletes, focused mostly on women, and mobile massage.
And you also really got connected to your voice, finding your voice about helping women overcome trauma from sexual assault and domestic violence. What opened up for you in the program that allowed you to kind of, start express? Because I remember you posting about that on your personal Facebook page, like it's either during the program or shortly after. Was there something that you connected during the program that had you want to start speaking up about your own experiences and helping other people?
Definitely. So I've been through my own domestic violence, sexual assault, and incest situation. So in going through the program, I've always known, I went to therapy for that and, got a lot of support with that, but I've always known and had this feeling and just this drive, this calling that I know that I want to share my story and help others with it. But I was just always feeling like, I'm not that person. Who am I to do that? Like, there's so many other people who have gone through this and they're more qualified, or maybe they have a degree in it, or, maybe they've done more research, or, giving myself all these excuses and really never letting myself, imagine and realize that I am that person. So really those mindset shifts, I think, instead of feeling like, I can't do that, that's not me, really owning it and embracing the fact that I'm here to help so many people. And with, stopping doing massage for that while I was in the program, that also helped me to see that, I love doing massage. I love working one-on-one with clients, and, I love being able to produce results and help them out. But at the same time, I almost feel like, I'm only helping one person at a time. Like, I feel like I need to help 5, 10, 20, 100,000 people at one time. And I really just allowing myself to embrace that. And then realizing that, that is, I love doing massage, and that's one part of my life, but, there's more for me to do. So
yeah, it's so great. What advice do you have for massage therapists out there that we're undercharging and undervaluing their services?
I would say that they need to believe in themselves. They need to give themselves a chance, and be kind to themselves too. Understand that, hey, massage school did not prepare us to run our own businesses. They basically prepared us, hey, look, you're going to go work for someone. There you go. You have the massage skills. But being an entrepreneur and wanting, like, I think everyone should be an entrepreneur to some degree. Everyone has some value to bring to the world. And especially with massage therapists, I mean, we're here to support people in their lives, here to support them through many different things. We're healers, and really recognizing that, yes, you know, your business and your life is important to you, but as being a healer, you know, you're almost at this next level. You've elevated yourself to this place where you are wanting to help people, and that has to be on the forefront of your mind. Being able to embrace that and saying, look, I'm a healer, I'm here, I'm a leader to help other people, work with them through their lives, work through whatever challenges, and, you know, really recognizing that and allowing themselves to get help to grow their business.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Here, amen. You know, can I get an amen
Cheers.
for Crystal? Cheers. I know, cheers. You've got your rock. I don't have my mug. I don't have my rock here. I got my Wonder Woman mug, and I have my reusable Starbucks cup that I love. But my mug's in the dishwasher. So cheers. Crystal has her limited edition Rock Your Massage Practice Academy mug.
Yes,
right? It's so great. I love it.
Yeah.
And I should also tell you guys too, you know, Crystal is also she's our copywriting coach in the program. You know, it's like, I love working with my graduates. You know, it's like you guys are just some stellar human beings that really have dialed this in, and you understand, you know. And I don't know if people know this. I was actually on a call yesterday. I did a couple discovery calls yesterday with people. And the program has evolved so much even since you were in it, right?
Yeah.
But I was just reflecting on, like, I don't think there's any other program out there in the world, especially for massage therapists, where you get a dedicated program assistant to support you in succeeding through the whole program. That's checking in on you every week. That's doing, you know, calls with you. Like that's one of the things that we've added to this program, because a lot of people are out there selling courses online, and they don't care about results. They only care about enrollments. They only care about sales. They only look, oh, I'm going to launch some course and come take my, you know, this course about rebooking, or this course about, you know, whatever, right? There's a lot of people out there that are massage business coaches that are selling courses, but they don't care about results. They just care about enrollments. And, you know, I'm crazy about results. I only invite people in a program when I'm confident I can help them, and when they're coachable and they're decisive and, you know, and they're ready to fix their problems. But, you know, so Crystal's one of those people that is in the program that's there, committed to the success of our students and supporting them with very specific marketing assignments that we have you do to really find your voice and get your messaging out, because that's the most important thing, right? I mean, how does it feel now that you've found your own voice and that you're putting it out there in the world?
Really empowering. It's definitely,
right?
You know, I'm definitely in this, you know, I am still a little, like, I get those times where I'm like, oh, anxious, but at the same time, it's like, that's excitement. That's moving into this new opportunity, stepping into this new thing that I never thought I would be doing.
Yeah.
So, I never believed in myself enough to even start. So, so it's really exciting.
Awesome. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you so much.
So proud of you. So, okay. So you guys, to recap, number one is what you think your problem is right now isn't the problem. Okay. Crystal came to me saying, I'm just not making money. The underlying problem that she connected was this total lack mentality. And it might be different for you, but that was revolutionary for her to connect those dots to realize she wasn't taking herself seriously and didn't even know how to. I mean, okay, take yourself seriously now, Crystal. It's like, you know, how do you do that? You know, and then by taking actions and doing the work in the program and working with me to help her uncover her gifts and really express them in the world and find her voice, but then also think critically about your business and work on your business to make sure that you're building something that's built to last, because you were building a failing business essentially. And I love that you have the courage to stop, reevaluate, back up, and then reapproach it from a much more strategic perspective. That really does take a lot of courage to do that.
Right.
You know?
Thank you.
Yeah. And quintupled her rates, you guys. She's now charging 5 times more and doing it successfully. Oh, I'm sure everybody wants to know, did you lose clients when you raised your rates?
So I lost some clients and they weren't my
Did you
ideal
survive?
clients. I did. I did survive. And, I even had, I started to think about it and trying to change my perspective about it is that these clients, and there was one client in particular who I had been working with her for over a year, and I was seeing her every 2 weeks, and she didn't take herself seriously, or she didn't feel that she was worth that, or she didn't value for herself. She didn't value her own self-care enough. She she said, I want to do this, but X, Y, and Z, and she gave me reasons why she couldn't. And that was, I know I went through, I think, a period of like a week or so where I felt kind of like, oh, like I feel bad, like, I want to help her. But at the same time, if I can't force her to value her own life, her own self-care. And so it's, it was, and I worked through that, did the mindset work, and realized that, that's out of my control. That's her business, and I'm okay with that. And, I got other clients that were more than willing to, that are, committed to themselves, committed to their health. And, it was really, really a good experience to go through that.
Everybody's afraid of that. And I'm like, yes, you will lose clients. You lose the wrong ones. You'll lose the clients that you need to lose that are not exactly a good fit for you. And God bless them. They helped us to get to where we want to go. But now that you have clarity about your purpose, your mission, and your needs, and are prioritizing yourself as a leader in your business and taking control instead of letting your clients run your practice, then it's okay to lose those clients, isn't it?
Right.
It's okay to do that. Then they get replaced by awesome clients.
Right. And I even had another client who I was seeing her every 2 weeks. And when I raised my rate, she said, oh, I would love to continue, but at this time it's not going to work. And I told her, I understand, you let me know when you want to schedule, here's all my information. And so about 3 months later, she contacted me again, and she said, hey, I want to schedule again. She's like, honestly, and like, I love when people, like, clients think that they were like cheating on you or something. She's like, I cheated on you. She's like, I went to a couple other massage therapists, and, it wasn't the same. And so she's like, I want to sign up. So I was like, okay. So she signed up for a 1-year membership. So She is committed for
at your new rates.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm a new rates.
You guys, that's an incredible skill, and that's something that we teach. It's an incredible skill. How do you take someone from $50 an hour to $250 an hour on a 1-year membership? That's badassery right there. I mean, that's just evidence of how in control of your practice you are. And that's powerful. That's just so powerful. Yay.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other, oh, let's see. Amber wants to know, Crystal, have you hit your monthly income goal? Did you decide to do mobile because you like traveling, or for a limited time until you can afford to lease an office? You want to answer that question?
Yeah. So that's a great question. So I actually don't want to have an office. I prefer doing mobile. I see clients typically around, for my clientele base, I see them typically in the evening or on a weekend. So that model works well for me. It's when they come home from work or whatever, put the kids to bed, and it's just for my business model, I don't want to have an office. Mm-hmm. So my monthly goals, I'm still in the process of reaching those, but I have met my goals as far as enrolling consistent monthly clients or getting new memberships. So one new membership for a 12-month commitment every month is my goal. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's been great.
And I'm sure you're just making more money anyway than you ever did, since now that you're actually not losing money,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And sometimes it's a process, I mean, it is a process, for people to, so often it takes 3 to 5 years out there in the world to build a service-based practice. My graduates do it in about a year or less, Yeah. Some do it literally in 8 weeks. Some do it and it's not a comparison, but it just depends, So I love that you're progressing towards realizing that.
Definitely. And before I started the program, I was available 7 days a week from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. Anytime you want a massage, just let me know. Text me.
I'm just waiting for you to call me.
Exactly. And that was like, I felt like I couldn't do anything in my life. I was like, well, what if a client wants a massage in 2 hours from now and I'm at the gym? Like, and it was just this panic of, oh my gosh, I need to rearrange my schedule. I need to stop everything because my client wants a massage, and really shifting out of that mindset and really realizing, no, like I have a life, like my clients are going to fit into my life. My business is going to fit into my life, into my schedule. And, I have other business ventures that I'm working on. I work at a local community college doing fitness stuff. So it's like I have other schedules, so I'm able to fit my clients into there, available 3 to 4 days a week, and for, within a limited amount of time, typically afternoons and evenings. And it's great because I can fit everything else into my life and then still have my free time. So yeah.
Awesome. That's when you shift from being a professional from being a servant, like so many people make that mistake. I also want to comment on Amber's question because I want to point this out, you guys. It is a huge mistake to go build a mobile business because you can't afford an office. I want you to understand a mobile business does not translate into an office business. It's a niche. It's as different as saying, I'm going to work with pregnant women and now I'm going to work with male athletes. It's totally different. So do not think that going mobile for a while, you're going to have to rebuild your business when you get an office. Because, really, Crystal, how many of your outcall clients would come to you if you had an office?
They wouldn't.
They wouldn't because they're paying for a premium service. They're paying for that. Is mobile, you guys, is a niche. Now, Crystal has female athletes, which is totally fine to even chunk down and get more specific within a niche. Just like women, pregnant women, or athletes, male athletes, you can always get more specific, but mobile in and of itself meets a particular need. Okay. So please, y'all don't make the mistake of thinking if you go build a mobile business, then those people are going to now then come see you once you can afford an office. Any entrepreneur knows it takes risk and it takes capital to build a business. And if you are just, if you ultimately want to have an office practice, get an office, right? And that's why I always get clarity on those discovery calls. That's why I asked you, do you want to build a mobile business? And Crystal is one of the few, I'd say 2 out of 10 people I talk to actually want to do a mobile business. The rest are doing it as a placeholder. And I'm like, why would you build? That's like saying I'm going to remodel my house, but not the way I want it. I'll just do it again later. It's like, that's a massive expense to build something that's not what you want.
Right.
So, and I get the thinking behind it, but it's very short term, and small thinking as opposed to big picture thinking. So yeah, I love that question. It's great. Okay, good. All right. Well, Crystal, thank you so much for your time. I just love you. I can't wait to see you in November.
I know. I'm so excited. And
I'm sad I won't see you in October. Like literally, you're going to be right down the street from me. Like
I'll be there until the 29th. I'm leaving the 29th in the afternoon.
Okay, so then I will be able to see you then. Okay, good. Okay. Well, we'll make something happen.
I was thinking maybe I could be on the live call with you.
Yeah,
it's a Tuesday.
Sitting right here in my office.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That would be so awesome. Amber's question is, could we do a short-term mobile business and sell it or gift it when we want to build an office practice? Yes, Amber, you can. Knowing like this I did this. I bootstrapped. I had no money. You guys all know my story, right? I had 2 kids under 2, well, 2.5 and 5 months, 2 kids under 3, and I had absolutely no money to start my business. I borrowed money from my mom, and then I just hustled because I'm a hustler, right? So I did on a very short-term basis, go do a whole bunch of outcalls at a really great price so that I could raise capital. But I wasn't trying to, get regular clients. It was more like friends and family that valued massage therapy that I knew would say, yes, Rebecca, we'll take, 2 massage. Like I would say it's a minimum of 2, and it's $150. It's like a really, really good price. But again, I was just trying to utilize my services in order to raise capital for the business that I wanted to start. So that you can do absolutely, Amber. Okay. So, and it's possible obviously to have an office and outcall practice, but the point is you've got to do it strategically. You have to be thinking about the long-term business strategy and all of that stuff. But, none of this throwing spaghetti at the wall and crossing your fingers and hoping it works kind of stuff, right? We're done with that. Right. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much, Crystal. Appreciate your time. Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
It's great to have you, and I'll be seeing you soon.
Yes, sounds great. Thank you.
All right,
bye, everyone.
Have a great day. Bye.
You
too. Isn't she so awesome? Oh my goodness. I just love you guys. And I love when I get into your practices. And again, you guys, this is the thing I want you to understand. The symptoms of the sickness of your business, you're going to see in things like not making enough money, don't have enough clients, don't have consistent clients, don't have consistent bookings, not retaining clients, or not getting the right kinds of clients. Okay, those are probably the top 6 or so symptoms that people come to me with. But there's always an underlying thinking problem that most people haven't even begun to consider. So for Crystal, it was everything that we uncovered was this fear. It was this fear of lack. You guys know that pretty much everything in your life is conditioned by the time you're 7 years old. All of your beliefs. A lot of you are running a grown-up massage practice on the beliefs of an upset 7-year-old. And I'm not judging that. I just know that that's how the human mind works. That's how machinery works. But until you can begin to embrace what's actually going on that's creating the symptoms that you're seeing in your practice, how can you actually solve the problems? See, that's where that's why going and reading a book about how to get clients isn't necessarily going to help you, because it's not information you need. I mean, trust me, you guys, there's a billion books out there. You can go get them all. You get them on Kindle for like free, go get them at the library. There's so many books and PDFs and e-courses and things like that about how to build a massage practice. You don't need information. You need transformation. You need to think differently. You need to become a different person that's capable of achieving the levels of success that you dream of. And that's exactly what Crystal did. She pointed to that the whole time, was that she stepped up. She stepped into her leadership. She dealt with the fears. She dealt with the excuses, the worries, the what if I fail? What if I succeed? Who am I to do this? I'm not qualified. All of that stuff. And my job, you guys, my job is to help you pull out your biggest gifts and present them to the world. And the biggest problem I always see why massage therapists struggle in business is because they don't know who they are. You're not connected to your purpose. You're not clear about what you were put on this planet to do. And then you do have to have a clear-cut, proven strategy for how to get results quickly and how to really run a business confidently. I mean, you definitely need that skill. Don't get me wrong. You need that skill of how to build and run your own empire. They teach you that in massage school, right? So, but without solving the underlying thinking problem, then the strategies and the business execution, it doesn't work, or it doesn't work long term, because ultimately you have that same hole that you're going to fall into in the mindset and the thinking about things. Does that make sense, you guys? Okay. So let me just see if there's any other comments. Susan says, I'm just getting started. Would like to start off on the right track. Good. So Suzanne, book a call with me and with my team. You guys go, listen, we do this for free. Okay. We have very specific criteria of the people that we're working with. This is not everybody just go sign up for my course. It's an investment. It is a commitment, and building a practice is not for everybody. But if you are sick and tired of struggling, or just don't want to waste time trying to figure this out on your own, I strongly urge you to schedule a call with me. You will most likely be speaking with me, or you will be speaking with Amy or Monique, who are two of my other coaches that help me with the demand for helping people build massage practices. So we do a free 60-minute call where you will get absolutely clear on what the real problem is and what you must do in order to fix it. And if we decide that we want to work with you and that we can confidently solve your problems, then we may invite you to work with us, and we'll give you the whole scoop. And then you can choose. You can choose to either keep struggling on your own or do something about it. And I will take you by the hand, and we will literally hold your hand through the whole process. It's scary, I know it. So I've built the program for, maximum support, because I'm crazy about results. I have 100%. I've never had anybody say that this was just a waste of time. They got nothing out of it. Most people come back and say that didn't only change my business, it changed my life. And that's what I'm after, because you deserve the best. You deserve to shine. You deserve to have your voice heard in the world. That's very, very, very important to me. That's why I do this. Okay. So it looks like we're like building your massage practice, but my secret agenda is that you shine your light in the world, and that you really get to step into your power and your authentic leadership. Okay. So go to my website. It's rockyourmassagepractice.com. Click on work with me. You'll see some of the prerequisites of the program. Make sure you read that. And then click on the link to schedule a time with me and my team. And then it'll take you also to your application form, which you really do need to fill out before your scheduled call. Okay. Just so that you can get the most time out of the call. We only have 60 minutes on these calls, a lot to cover. and just show up, you know, decisive, ready to go, and really open to looking at what's not working in your business. Okay. So let me just say, hi, Winoka. Yeah. Stop lurking, you guys. Lean in. Okay. Nicole saying thinking can still pop in. Of course, you guys, like, mindset is not like it's handled. It's like eating. You don't just eat once and for all. You know, you've got to like continuously nourish and stay on top of and build practices in your life that help you to really win. Okay. So it's exactly what you're pointing to. Nicole, thank you for that. And then Crystal's encouraging all of you, Suzanne, Winoka, you know, schedule a call. So that's why you do that is you go to rockyourmassagepractice.com and you click on work with me. And then you just schedule your call. And then once you've done that, it'll automatically redirect you to the form that you need to fill out. It takes about 5-10 minutes to fill out, so that I get a really good idea of what's going on with you and where you're at, just so that we can be super efficient with your time on the call. Okay. Speaking of which, I have to go because I got a call starting in 2 minutes. So love you guys so much. Let me know what else I can do for you. Please reach out for help. Please utilize this resource that we offer and everything that's available for you here in the group. And, you know, tell all your massage therapist friends too. This is just where it's at. Love to serve you. Bye-bye.